Hi, my name is Lena and welcome to my channel. And I'd like to show you some books that I bought. First of all, I placed an order with Better World Books and they sent me Frank Herbert, Children of Dune, Heretics of Dune, also by Frank Herbert, and Charterhouse Dune. So now with the first book that I have already read, the Dune, and with two books that I have already had, with Dune Messiah and God Emperor of Dune, I have the entire series written by Frank Herbert, and I intend to read them in 2019. So then I had an opportunity to order in the same shop The Brothers of Gwinnett, 4 books in one, by Edith Pargeter, aka Alice Peters, and I love her Brother Catfile mysteries. And my favorite books are those when Brother Catfile gets to go to Wales. And so I'm looking forward to reading these 4 books about Wales. They are not exactly in a very good condition, but I hope they will endure my reading it and hopefully rereading it. Then I placed an order with a shop, an internet shop in Russia, and I bought Herodotus, the Histories. It was kind of on the whim. I was reading the encyclopedia, the war encyclopedia of Greece and Rome. I think in English it's called Greece and Rome at War, something like that. And I still cannot understand why there were 300 of Spartans when there were a lot more of people there at this time doing this battle. So I wanted to read it myself in this book. And I just love it. I love these old books. This one was published in 1972 and it has some maps, and it cost many years ago it cost 3 rubles and 10 kopeek. It was immensely cheap comparing to now. I could have this book new in paperback much cheaper, but I just love these old books. And I bought another book when I thought was a translation from French. It's but actually it was translated from English. It's Ancient Iraq by George Roux. And this one I surely bought on the whim because I love a museum here in Moscow named after Pushkin. And in this museum there is a room that contains some of the bas-reliefs of Persia or Assyria, this kind of bas-reliefs. And you cannot imagine how, I don't know, comfortable, peaceful, and at home this room makes me feel, and I would never guess that those bas-reliefs came from Iraq. So I also, during October, November, bought some ebooks, and I'm going to show them to you. I bought, okay, the complete collection by Elizabeth Gaskell. I have never read anything by her, but I have heard very good things about her. I bought The House by the River by Lena Manta. I don't remember who talked about this book. I'm not sure whether it was Mel from Mel Booksland Adventure or whether it was Steve Donahue. But something that was taught about this book spoke to me, so I ordered it. Island of Blue Foxes by Stephen R. Bown. I'm sorry, guys. This was the book that Steve Donahue spoke about, and this is about an expedition that Peter the Great not organized, commissioned, ordered to be done. And Peter the Great is one of my trigger words. So when I hear Peter the Great, I usually buy the book. Well, luckily for me, I kind of tend to avoid this section of bookshops. I have been avoiding it recently. And Ursula, No Time to Spare by Ursula K. Le Guin. Richardson reads. Mark Richardson talked about this book, read it and liked it, and then Mel from Mel's Bookland Adventure talked about this book and liked it, and so I bought myself a copy. And Helen Keller, The History of My Life. Valentina Garcia talked about this book, and as I understand it, Helen Keller was blind and was deaf, and I am very interested to know how she perceived this world, how exactly. And it was actually an accidental buy. I was watching some of the old book chemist videos, and he mentioned this book, How Fiction Works by James Wood. And I wanted to download a free sample, but accidentally bought it, and I decided that it was fate. And finally, I love cheap books when they cost $1, $2, $3. And I bought very cheap Arrian complete works because he wrote about Alexander the Great and his conquest. And I might be mistaken, but I think it's Alexander the Great on the cover. And I bought the works of Erasmus of Rotterdam because not all of his works were translated into Russian, and I thought it was a good idea to have a copy. That's it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and happy reading.